Alright, so to start with, we're going to go ahead and open up the application, which has already been installed. Alright, here I'm just navigating to where it is on my start menu. Once it's open, what you do is start by clicking the Add Log button, and that'll bring up a file chooser to choose your first log file. And these are the sample logs that should be coming with the application, sample log 1 and sample log 2. Those will be inside the bin directory under the release folder of the install files when you get the application. Alright, now it takes a few seconds and then it begins opening up the last log average report. And I'm going to go ahead and maximize the screen here so you can see. Now, what we're mapping here is essentially 5 values, the RPM, and then 4 reports that are based against the RPM. The knock sum, the timing advance, the injector duty cycle, and the air-fuel ratio. We're going to go ahead and open up a second log here so we can open up some multi-reports. And what I'm going to do is open up these same logs a couple times so that you can get a good idea of how the multi-reports actually work. Alright, so now this is the multiple log maximum values by RPM. So similar to the average logs, it it takes the maximum value at each RPM level and reports it back to you. So that's useful if you're looking for, say, a high knock, whereas an average knock is going to tell you how your car is running overall. The max knock report is going to tell you if you're getting knock at all. This is the key dates form. So this is used to keep track of changes that you make to your car so that you can kind of put the reports into perspective once you're looking at reporting over a long period of time. So going back into the multiple logs, what we're going to do here is go ahead and play with the log editor. And we're going to change the name of those log files that shows up in those screen legends. And so we're going to change it from being log 1 and 2 over and over again to log 1 through 4. And then we're going to go ahead and view that report again, and now you can see that the log names have changed. But I've actually missed one. One of them was still named log 1 twice. So we'll go back in and change that in just a second here. And what I'm doing with the add selected button and remove selected button is just adding and removing the selected report or selected log from the drop down menu. And what that will actually do is take the log files in that key, that legend key on the right, and remove them. And it will also take the lines away. It's a little difficult to see because we're working with the same 2 log files over and over again here. The data overlaps a lot. But this helps you kind of narrow down a handful of specific logs that you want to look at, and then you can add and take them back away pretty much at will. Okay, and so this is all 4 log files, now named 1 through 4, and you can see that the data overlaps quite a bit, and it is quite hard to read. So again, we're going to use the remove button, and we're going to filter this down to just two log files, and then we can compare. And we can see in these 2 log files that quite a bit of data is missing from the duty cycle. One log completely doesn't have that value. And what typically happens in these cases, and you'll see some more here where the data is kind of missing in 1 or 2 places, what happens here is typically conversion problems during the transmission of the data over. If it can't convert, it skips over it. And so that's basically it for the application. Remember, you need to install .NET 4.5 before you can install LogReader Pro. And you can download that from our website at jcalsey.com, whack code samples, whack lpr.zip. And thanks again for checking this out. I hope you enjoy using it as much as we did making it.